Good morning and welcome to my soulful meditation. Before the day begins to unfold, take this time to settle your body, steady your breath, and give your mind a softer place to land. You do not need to be perfectly calm to begin. You don't need to clear your thoughts. You only need to arrive as you are. So when you're ready, find a comfortable position. You may be sitting up in bed, resting in a chair, or seated somewhere quiet where your body can feel supported. Let your hands rest gently. Allow your shoulders to soften. If it feels comfortable to you, close your eyes or simply lower your gaze. Now, take a slow breath in and let it out gently. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Let this be the beginning, not a rushed beginning, not a perfect beginning, just a gentle one. This morning's meditation is for anxiety and racing thoughts. Some mornings begin with a lot of mental noise. Before the day has fully opened, the mind may already be trying to organize everything. The next task, the next decision, the next conversation, the next thing that could go wrong. Thoughts may feel like they are arriving all at once, each one asking for your attention. And when the mind is moving quickly, it can make the morning feel heavy. Heavier than it needs to feel. So today, we are not trying to solve every thought. We aren't trying to answer every question. And we certainly are not trying to force the mind to be completely quiet. Instead, we are giving the mind somewhere steady to land. We are giving the body a slower rhythm to follow. And we are allowing this morning to begin one breath at a time. So begin by noticing the breath. You don't need to change it right away, just notice it. Notice your inhales. Now notice the exhale. Notice where the breath feels easy. And notice where it may feel tight or shallow. Now, take a slow breath in through the nose. And exhale softly through the mouth. Again, inhale gently and exhale slowly. Notice where your body is making contact with the surface beneath you, the space holding you right now. Let yourself feel that support. You are here. You are breathing. Let your forehead soften. Let the space around your eyes relax. Let your jaw loosen. Allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears. Let your hands become a little softer. And let your chest and your belly have room to breathe. If thoughts are still moving quickly, that's okay. The breath does not need the mind to be silent. The breath is simply here, steady, available, quietly waiting for you to return. So, if a thought comes in, just simply notice it. You don't have to follow it. You don't have to push it away either. Just notice that it's there. Then, gently return to the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Each time you return, you are giving yourself another moment of care. Returning is the practice. Returning is the gift. Returning is how you remind yourself that peace does not have to be perfect to be real. Now, imagine your mind as an enclosed room with several fully open windows on each wall. It's early morning at the crack of dawn. A brisk, steady, cool wind is coming through each window. At first, the room feels crowded. There are small pieces of paper on the table and scattered throughout the floor. The wind is picking up and begins blowing the papers all around the room, each one briskly sailing through the room. One paper says, "Don't forget this." Another says, "What if that happens?" Another says, "You need to figure this out now." And for a moment, it feels like every thought written on these pieces of paper are calling your name. But instead of rushing around the room trying to grab every piece of paper, answer every question, and close every window, imagine yourself standing still in the center of the room. You simply notice the room. You notice the papers. You notice the open windows. And then you take one slow breath. The breath becomes your center. Not because everything around you disappears, but because you found one steady place beyond the rapid movement. You don't have to organize everything right now. You don't have to respond to every thought right now. You don't have to know how the whole day will go. Just take a slow breath in and exhale. Now, imagine the room becoming a little quieter, not empty, just quieter. The papers are still there, but they are no longer flying around. The windows are still open, but the air feels softer. The thoughts are still present, but they don't have to lead you. You are allowed to choose one thing at a time, one breath, one step, one moment. This is how you begin when your mind feels busy, not by forcing silence, but by finding steadiness. Not by solving everything, but by returning to what is here. The breath, the body, this moment. You might silently remind yourself, I don't have to answer every thought. I can let the day come into focus slowly, and I can begin with one steady breath. Now, begin to return to the space around you. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Notice the surface beneath you. Gently wiggle your fingers. Gently wiggle your toes. Roll your shoulders around just a little bit. Lift your chest a little higher. And before you open your eyes, take one final slow breath in. This breath is for steadiness, for clarity, for the next step. And exhale gently. When you're ready, return to your morning and remember, you do not have to respond to every thought that appears. You do not have to carry the whole day at once. You can pause. You can breathe. You can let the day come into focus, one moment at a time. Thank you for beginning your morning with my soulful meditation. May your mind find a little more space. May your breath help you return. And may you move through this day with steadiness, softness, and peace. Have a gentle and grounded day. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment. Thank you.